5 days, multiple tests, different assessors, and one complete question. Are you ready to be observed as a future officer? Welcome to the Battle of Selection Kurukshetra. In today's masterclass, we are going to understand the complete SSB journey from reporting and screening to psychology, GTO, personal interview, and conference. This is not a video promising a shortcut or a guaranteed recommendation. It is a clear map of process, behavior you need to develop, and mistake you should avoid. Stay until the end because I will also give you a simple framework for answering personal interview question without sounding rehearsed. SSB is more than an interview. Let us begin with the most important correction. SSB is not only a face-to-face conversation, it is a multiple-stage officer selection process used by our Indian Armed Forces. You are observed through the screening test, psychology responses, group activities, physical tasks, communication, personal questions, and conference. That means the candidate cannot successfully create one impressive image for 10 minutes and then behave differently everywhere else. The preparation principle is consistency, specificity, and authenticity. Know your facts, give real example, and do not memorize a personality. The 5 days journey. Now let us understand the journey. Day 0 is normally reporting, document checking, accommodation, and orientation. Day 1 is screening, which includes OIR and PPDT. Day 2 focus on psychology test. Day 3 and 4 usually brings GTO task and personal interview. Day 5 is the conference and result. Remember that exact timing and sequence can vary by entry and board. Treat this as a practical overview and verify the current instruction for your on-call letter and entry. Screening, the first gate. Screening is the first major gate. OIR involves verbal and non-verbal intelligence questions under time pressure. PPDT involves observing a picture, writing a story, narrating it, and discussing it with the group. Many candidates make one of the two mistakes. They either dominate the discussion or disappear completely. The best approach is to observe carefully, present your idea clearly, listen to other candidates, and help the group to move towards a useful discussion and the conclusion. The goal is not to sound the loudest. The goal is to show clarity, confidence, and social blending. Psychology test. Psychology tests are designed to capture your natural response under time pressure. In TAT, your written story based on pictures. You write a story based on pictures. In that, you respond to words so quickly. In SRT, you write how you would act in practical situation. In SDT, self-description test, you describe yourself and the way others may see you. Do not treat this test as an opportunity to write dramatic cinema. Your responses should be realistic, constructive, and connected to the way you actually think and behave. The right preparation is timed practice, self-awareness, and honesty. Do not manufacture a personality on paper. GTO measures you in a group. GTO task shifts the focus from the individual writing to the group behavior. Indoor tasks can include group discussion, group planning, and lecturate. Outdoor tasks may include progressive group task (PGT), half group task (HGT), group obstacle race (GOR), and final group task (FGAT). Individual obstacles and command tasks add another layer of responsibility. The board is not looking for a candidate who only wants to lead. It is looking for someone who can understand the situation, contribute the idea, cooperate, take initiative, and help the group move forward. In simple words, lead when required, follow when appropriate, and never forget the team. Now, personal interview. The personal interview connects your application with your real life. Expect question about your name, family, education, hobby, routine, friends, job, achievement, failure, defense, motivation, and many more things. The interviewer may begin with a simple question and then ask 3 or 4 follow-ups, rapid fires like thing. First of all, they will be asking you about the PYQ, then rapid fire, then your educational part, then your friends, then yours. If you are from NDA entry, they will be asking you the physics and chemistry questions, some theories, famous theory, and defense question related to your chosen force. That is why your personal timeline is so important. Know where you live, what you study, what you did after school, what your responsibilities were, what changed, and what you learned. Do not describe yourself only with the words like hardworking, honest, or confident. Given incident, evidence is stronger than the adjective. Your PYQ and PIQ, sorry, PIQ, your interview answers, your psychology responses, and your group behavior should tell a broadly consistent story. They should be matching to each other. Now 15 OLQs. Many candidates hear about the 15 officer-like qualities and immediately starts memorizing the list. This is not the purpose of the framework. Think of a quality in the four group. First, thinking, effective intelligence, reasoning, and organizing ability. Second, expression, power of expression, social adaptability. Third, team conduct, cooperation, responsibility, and initiative. Fourth, leadership under pressure, self confidence, decision speed, influence, determination, courage, stamina, and liveliness. The useful question is not how do I look like a leader for one task? The useful question is where in my life, daily life, am I developing this behavior? Now the preparation system. Good SSB preparation is built through the habits. First, build fitness, stamina, mobility, and teamwork through regular physical activities. Second, read current affairs and discuss ideas respectfully. Third, practice narration, group discussion, lecturate, and time psychology responses. Fourth, know your PYQ line by line. Finally, understand your service motivation beyond slogans about uniform status and or adventure. Preparation should make you clearer, not more artificial. If you practice causes you to speak like someone else, change the method. Now coming on the most important slide, that is common mistake. Let us discuss the mistake that repeatedly damage otherwise capable candidates. The first is memorized answer that do not match real life. Second is poor group conduct, either shouting or remaining silent. Third is vague claim without incident or evidence. Fourth is hiding weak marks, failure, job problems, or previous non-selection instead of explaining the learning. The fifth is the treating SSB like a stage performance. Do not perform officer-like qualities, practice them in your daily responsibilities. Relationship, studies, work, fitness, and communication. Now, answer framework. Here is a simple framework for personal interview answer. Fact, context, action, learning. First, answer the question directly. Second, explain the situation briefly. Third, state what you actually did. Fourth, so what changed or what you learned. For example, if asked about the low marks, do not begin with the long excuses. You can say my percentage dropping due to some reason you can give, and you will have to explain that too. The formula is simple: short answer first, evidence second, excuses never. Now coming on the conclusion of this video, what board wants to see? The board wants to see a candidate who thinks clearly under time pressure, listens and contributes in a group, accepts responsibilities, learns from setbacks, and remain broadly consistent across different assessment settings. It also wants to understand your motivation. Wanting the uniform is not enough. Be ready to explain the service, the role, the responsibility, why your own experience support the choice. Do not compare yourself with a fictional perfect candidate. Compare yourself with the standard you are building through real behaviors. Now the action plan. Your action plan begins today. Review your PIQ and write your personal timeline. Record a 2-minute self-introduction. Practice one time psychology drill and one speaking exercise every day. Build fitness and teamwork. Read current affairs. Collect real-life examples of responsibility, failure, cooperation, initiative, and learning. Finally, verify all current administrative instructions through official sources before traveling to the board. Remember the closing principle: know yourself, build evidence, and stay composed. If this masterclass class helped you, subscribe to the Battlefield of Selection Kurukshetra, share it with one serious defense aspirant, and comment with the SSB stage you want us to explain next. Which stage do you want explained in the next video? Screening Psychology, GTO? Do comment. Comment your entry, NDA, CDS, AFCAT or other, and your biggest preparation doubt. Now, your preparation begins before the reporting day. Watch the next video on the SSB personal interview question. Subscribe to the Battlefield of Selection Kurukshetra and keep building the qualities you want the board to observe. Thank you very much.